David Olaimi again, and in this video we'll be looking at the simple approach to understand and play modes on the piano. Then you'll be thinking of, okay, what's the correlation, what's the relationship between what I played to introduce this video and what I want to discuss today. Actually, for the intro in this song, I use a G Dorian mode. That is when I have my pari pido pido. Then I have pari 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 pa 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 da pa pa. So I just use that to introduce this topic that modes are also wonderful elements of music you have to learn, especially if you want to go advanced in your playing on the piano. I have seen different explanation of what modes are, and especially those that I explain with intervals, with number system. Then I feel those ones can be quite difficult or not explanatory enough for beginners or people that want to actually learn how to start playing modes. But in this video I want to simplify it. It does not have to be difficult if it can be simple. So instead of the flat or 1 2 3 that many use to explain mode, today I'll be using Solfa notes to explain it. Of course, I will use C major to explain the natural key so that everybody can relate. So what are modes? Modes are ancient system of scales. Yes, so building scales on each degree of a scale. You are familiar with the major and minor scale, so we look at C major to explain it, but using Solfa note. This is the simplest way you can understand it. Then you can take it around the whole keys of the piano. So we have C major, which is in the olden days. This particular scale was called Ionian mode. You will see it on the screen. Ionian mode. When you move from your C to your C, that is when you move from Do to Do. If you take it as C to C, it may be confusing. But when you move from Do to another Do, you just name the name of that key, C Ionian. But nowadays we call it major scale. The second degree of a major scale is called Dorian mode. That is when you move from Re to Re. It's Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, Re. That is a Dorian mode. If you build it on any key, the only difference will not be, okay, what key are you starting the mode? For example, I'm starting on D, then this will be D Dorian mode. If I go to another scale and play the Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, Re of that key, I just look for the key that is Re in that key, in that major scale, and name it the Dorian mode. And we move to the third degree, which is E. Yeah? The Solfa note is Mi. Then when you move from your Mi, the octave Mi, to make it easier, then you have your Phrygian mode. Your Phrygian mode, that is Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi. That is your Phrygian mode. The fourth degree, which is your F in C, is called the Lydian mode. That is, I have my F Lydian. So that means you are taking it from your Fa to the Fa above it. So when we move Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, that is a Lydian mode. The fifth degree, which is our Sol, is called the Mesolydian mode. The Mesolydian mode. When I move from G or from Sol to the Sol above it, that is Sol, La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol. That is what is called Mesolydian mode. Then you now look for the key to name it. Okay, what key is it? This is G, then it will be G Mesolydian. The sixth degree, which is the La, is our relative minor of the scale, and it used to be called Aeolian mode, but now we mostly call it minor scale. So when you understand how to play your minor scale and your major scale, your fingering on these modes will be easier. The seventh degree of the scale is your T, and it's called Lockean mode. It's called Lockean mode when you take it from your T and take it to the T above it. This is a movement. So all these modes, they are useful, and we will look at the application later. This video is just for you to understand what they are called. Okay, fine. How do you relate this to other keys? Let's take C sharp, for example. you are not familiar, this is C sharp and this is the scale. So that means this is my C sharp major. If I build a mode on this ray for my Dorian mode, then to be D sharp or E flat Dorian mode, then I will play exactly what is in that scale of C sharp. So it will now be so I'm playing from ray to another ray. Then if I want to build on this, I have my, that is mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi. So that is how you build your modes. You don't have to confuse yourself with intervals and all that. Just know, okay, fine, I want to build a Dorian mode, then this is my ray. I run it, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, then that is a Dorian mode. If I want to build a Lydian mode, I make that note my fa. On any key, you make it your fa, then you follow the movement to another fa, that is your Lydian mode.